Snacker here with Lindsay Pope. Lindsay, tell us who you are and what you do.
Oh, thank you. Well, I am a writer and facilitator, and I'm lucky enough to live here in beautiful Havre de Grace.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's a great day to be in Havre de Grace,
Yes,
right?
oh my gosh, every day is a great day to be in Havre de Grace.
So tell us a little bit about what you write about.
Yeah, well, I'm a little bit all over the map, but my last 3 books have been children's picture books. I have a 4-year-old, so it's just really fun to write for kids. And my last book was actually all about Havre de Grace, which was so much fun to write. So it's called The ABCs of HDG, Fun and Facts in Havre de Grace, Maryland.
Nice. So with your children's books, what are you primarily writing about? What's the theme?
Yeah, well, my first 2 are really a strong self-love, self-acceptance, and also healthy friendship themes through my first 2. So my first one is called Sheldon's Time, my second one is called Stella's Dream, and it's the same characters but 2 different stories. Okay. And I'm currently working on the 3rd to complete the series, so I'm very excited about that.
Nice.
So it's going to be called Sully's Strength, and that's going to be out hopefully by November of this year. And then my Havre de Grace book literally came out of the woodworks. I was inspired by a tea towel that was sold
Of course, a tea towel.
Right?
Right.
Writers find inspiration from everywhere. So this is a towel that's available at Joseph's Department Store, which is here in Havre de Grace. And once I saw the towel, I thought that would be a great book.
Yeah.
And here it is. So you just never know what's going to happen.
So how did you come up with, inspiration for the one book is from a tea towel. How did you come up with the inspiration for the books about the self-love and healthy friendships?
Yeah, well, it was kind of funny. So my first one was Sheldon's Time, and a lot of times my characters will actually tell me their story, so they kind of talk to me in my head. Us writers, we have voices in our head. Yeah. We can hear, and it's our characters. So he was telling me his story, and his story, he's actually reading a book alone, but his friends want him to come outside and play, and so there's that problem there, and he really wants to stay. He just needs some alone time. Yeah. And after I read his story, I just thought to myself, I've never seen a book like this for kids. Yeah. Because usually introverts in stories are portrayed as grumpy. Correct. And they don't want to be around people, and that's not who he is. He's a very healthy individual. He just needs some alone time. So that's what really inspired me to get his book out, because I didn't see anything else like it. Yeah. And then it was just kind of interesting what happened from there, because after I was done his story, his friend Stella, who's the sea star, her story just kind of emerged out of my brain, and then I had Sully's story came in 3rd, but Havre de Grace interrupted that process. But now we're on track again, so I'm hoping to get him out this year.
So it sounds like you're projecting a message, right? Yeah. To kids, hey, we need to have this self-love, we need to have confidence in ourselves. Absolutely. And we need to have these healthy friendships, right? Yes. So how can people in the community support you?
Oh yeah, I mean, anytime anybody shares about my books is wonderful. I mean, I absolutely love doing school visits. That's one of the things that's brought me a lot of joy, connecting with kids. I also love helping people bring books out. That's something that's just happened, that people ask me for advice, and I get to coach them and kind of walk them through the journey. And I have somebody that's bringing a book out very soon, so I'm very excited about her. And I have somebody that contacted me today, and that one's going to be used as a fundraiser, which I love. Oh, wow. Because that was my first book, was a fundraiser. And so I see just so much potential there, that it can be used for so many different things. Yeah. And that it doesn't have to be just a book. It can be even more than that. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, look, thank you for being a nice human.
Thank you so much.
All right. And until next time,
be a nice human.